Hello and welcome to Death Wish Gamer. I'm your host EW, and we're here to play some more Wizardry 6. After our last failed attempt, we're going to try again, but this time we've made a few changes to the characters, particularly the back row characters. Fifa, for example, we have increased her strength score starting out of the gate so that she can dual class to Ranger as soon as we can. Well, not as soon as we can, but as soon as we want, so that we could get her decent hit points and she's not stuck in Bard forever. So the biggest problem was that as a fairy, she starts with very low strength score, which in turn denies her the ability to jump into a lot of the hybrid classes, which at minimum requires 10 strength. A female fairy starts with 3. So the likelihood of getting stat increases that increase strength nearly every level is unlikely, to say the least. And for Dawn, I don't think we had to change her too much, just that she should be able to switch to Valkyrie when we're ready to do that. Draith, however, also changed so that, well, he's not a Draconian anymore. But he is capable of switching to Samurai, so that instead of switching to Ranger, what we did last time, he'll continue down the Thaumaturgy, or the Mage Spellbook, so that he can get to higher level spells and do the most damage. Because you want that nuclear blast, no doubt about that. So anyways, now that we have the team ready to go, let's get to it. Of course, I have to actually click on the application. Alright, there we go. Of course, we have the first struggle. Approaching the gate with confidence, you know if things get too hairy, you can always turn and run back. The biggest struggle is getting to level 2 early game without any deaths. We'll see how we'll manage this time. Ada Nova, what's up? What floor? Is this a new run? It is a new run. We just started. We are in the entrance chamber of the castle. It appears to be empty, and a heavy coat of dust covers the floor. Small scampering noises echo down far distant corridors, a reminder that it is you who are the intruder here. Alright, let's go ahead and equip. I actually got the PlayStation 2 Wizardry up and running on my PC, so we can do Wizardry Tale of the Forgotten, the Tale of the Forgotten Lands. So that'll be fun. It's been a long time since I played that one, so I would love to dive back into it. Neatly inscribed upon the metal face of a chest are these words: "Open me first." Inside the chest are several items and a scroll which reads, "A cure but twice and healing thrice. One life for thee times 7. I'm going to pass off all the healing stuff to our priest. Neatly inscribed upon the metal face of the chest are these words: "Open me second." Inside the chest are small gold coins, a sword, and a scroll which reads, "Beware the narrow corridors of the mine." I just pass that off to Hugo. Alright. So we're going to stay on the first floor. We're going to grind to level 3. Hopefully, no one dies. That's the biggest goal. It's really, really unsafe. Now, this is on expert difficulty, by the way. So things are harder to begin with. Enemies hit more often. They have higher AC or better AC, and they have better initiative. So And they have one extra monster per group. So, from the beginning, we are starting at a disadvantage. And she's... Already she's dead. Oh my god. Alright, let's go ahead and rerun the game. That's my little avatar thing. Here we go. It did not take long, did it? Like nearly instantly. First thing. Game is very unforgiving. Alright, let's just start a new run. It's definitely not worth... Not that. Starting the game with a death. Especially since resurrection potions cost 3,750 gold. It's quicker to simply start a new run. It takes about 2 hours to grind for that much gold. Let's put it that way. So I'll save myself 3 minutes, or save myself the 2 hours by spending 3 minutes restarting the game. And pretty much this is going to be like our first hour trying to get to level 1. I mean level 2. Rogues are typically dangerous to be fighting. It's kind of like a 50-50 situation here, but if you can take control of the fight, you have a good chance of winning. But unfortunately, my bard did not act first. And it was very unfortunate that the first thing they do was attack the back row, which have next to no hit points. That's why it's important for our bard to multi-class into ranger, is because bards don't get much hit points. As you saw, she only has 3 hit points. Which everything in this game can one-shot her, essentially. So, not a very ideal class to stick to. It's nice for the constant sleep effect. But after a while, you do outgrow, or the monsters outgrow the effect of sleep. So, once that happens, it's definitely... you overstayed your time as a bard. Alright. So we're just going to spin in circle, because that's the fastest way to get encounters. If you explore anywhere around the castle outside of the first floor, very likely to die. The basement is death. The second floor, high risk of death. The guard towers. Oh, this is a bad fight. There is a pillar that falls, which could kill anybody in the back row. Hopefully we can get out of this fight without too much damage here. My fairy, she has like 16 speed and she's still going last, which is kind of like blowing my mind right now. Alright, so we got out of that fight with no harm. That's good. Pretty much she's just going to be spamming sleep the first 2 levels. Today we were listening to Darkest Dungeon OST, which goes pretty damn hard, in my opinion. There we go. Right now, we want our fighters to be getting good skill points, skill upgrades in the early game. Because right now, they're going to miss a lot. They're not going to penetrate armor very much. So once their weapon skill gets better, you can start seeing a noticeable difference in their skill and effectiveness. But right now, we're just going to have the bard carry the group by sleeping every fight. Pretty much it's like the hunter blinders for deer to wander up close so you can just shoot it point blank, essentially. Ah, shit. Everybody's asleep. This is possibly a death to someone. Alright, we killed one. Not going good. Okay, everybody woke up. Astra's gonna fight defensively. Sleep, cure. Damn, they're going hard for her. They're trying to kill her. There, we got full life there. No, keep sleeping, keep sleeping. That's all his spell power. There we go. Now we don't want to use the whole sleep rest time because that's more than enough to get our magic again. Because you don't want them to attack you while you sleep like they kept doing just now. Okay, we did get the lute played. Unfortunately, no one woke up. And no one's dying. Alright, they stay asleep though. Nice hit. I'm thinking these are huge rats, but I can't be certain on that. No, they're just regular rats. Okay. How are we doing on magic? We're at 300 hit point. I mean 300 XP, so we're on a good track here to level. Hugo's gonna be the first one to level. Then Astrid. Then Fifa, Dawn, and Drake will level at the same time, with Kai being last. I don't mind the rat fights. They're kind of... They can't do too much damage in one hit. So that's the good thing. I don't think they can one-shot anybody in the front row. And they can only attack the front row. So that's good for us. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Oh, God, they killed him. Son of a bitch. These must be huge rats. God damn it. Well, that ended that. Yeah, they're giant rats. God. I thought they were regular rats. This is pretty much the struggle. Until you can get to the first level, you're gonna die rather easily. And it's just not worth it, honestly. Hopefully we don't have to spend too much time trying this. Regular rats, any of the plant vines, those are easy kills. The regular bats are fine too. But that's pretty much it. There's just 3 types of fights. Well, let me say, it's actually 3 different types of vines. The strangling vine, the fuming vines, and the creeping vines. You can fight all those at level 1 with little risk to yourself. Regular rats and regular bats have a mild risk of death. Everything else comes with a high risk of death. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tell until it's too late. It's hard to say. I say that as far as risk is concerned, the giant rats and the huge bats are about the same in terms of risk of death. Rogues are, or any of the rogues, well, no, let me rephrase that. The bushwhacker rogues have a 50-50 chance of just killing one of your characters. They can one-shot a fighter. If they have 8 hit points or less, they can one-shot you. And there's the rogue leader, which is guaranteed, well, not guaranteed, but I'll say like an 85% chance to kill someone. So run if you can. Then there's vampire bats. Those are not worth fighting. Good XP, but very likely to kill someone. I think that's all the risks. So yeah, any of the rogues, the huge bats, and the giant rats, best to avoid, if you can. The giant rats, you might have a chance if there's only 2 of them. Typically there's 2 of them, but there could be 3. But as you saw, they like almost one-shotted Hugo there. So engage at your own risk. Unfortunately, creeping vines don't give a whole lot of experience, but let your fighters kill them, because those are easy skill ups for your weapon skill, which means more likely to hit other creatures when they fight them. Oh, here's 4 bats, likely to be regular bats, so we'll fight them. Ooh. Oh, and he just killed himself. God damn it. There's another issue. Is your mage killing himself? It's kind of sad, honestly. He spent his whole life learning magic just to kill himself with it. Alright. How far are we in this? 20 minutes? My god. I already had to have 3 restarts due to bad starts. I wonder what the average is. Bard helps a lot in starting up your group. You don't have to use it, but on expert mode, it increases your success rate substantially. I would say that if you do not start with a bard on expert difficulty, your chances of reaching level 2 without a death is like maybe 5%. And trust me, I have tried. Having a bard in your group, it may raise it to, I'll say 35%. Because at the end of the day, even your bard cannot stop all the threats. If she doesn't get her loot effect early into the fight, anybody can die. This could be huge rats. And there's the risk of being caught while you're sleeping and the bar doesn't wake up. You're pretty screwed. It's just regular rats. But you gotta rest to get your spell points back. And you need to train your mages so that they're not backfiring on you during important fights. So you gotta spam your spells, even if it does put you at risk of killing yourself. These are regular bats, but they are hitting Kai too many times. There's FIFA. I'm gonna have Kai fight defensively here. Try to get the heal in. They're still going for her. The unfortunate thing about early sleep spell, or sleep effects, level 1 sleep is what your bard can do at this point, is that it only lasts 1 to 2 turns, including the turn in which you used it. So typically they wake up immediately. So if you have a slow bard, the chances of you canceling out their attack, if you cannot sleep them before their attack, then you just wasted your turn. So you have to have a fast bard if you want it to be an effective bard. Because if it's... Yeah, I mean... Another thing about sleep is that even if you do sleep them, and if someone hits them and wakes them up, if their initiative have not passed, they still get their attack. But because of expert mode, everything has really high initiative. So typically, FIFA, the fairy, who has insane speed, typically goes first. And if she does hit them, typically the monsters are after her. So she typically cancels out their attacks before they get a chance. Now, all the vines, except for the Strangling Vine, have like 4 to 5 hit points at most. All 3 of them. The ones that you find on the first floor anyways. I want to say these are just creeping vines. We'll see. Still a chance to get skill ups. Actually, the vines, creatures that you encounter early game, have very low... I mean, they have good hit chances, but very low armor penetration. And they jumped me again. Oh shoot, I didn't realize she was the only one awake. Ouch. Oh, these are strangling vines. These are... Okay. This is good XP right here. We didn't get our full rest. I'm gonna heal myself with the potion. Ooh, that's scary. Can we get FIFA? Ouch. She went a little too late there. Alright, this is just dangerous territory we're in. Just because we got caught with our pants down. Oh, son of a bitch. Typical. No, if we didn't get caught sleeping, we could have easily beat them. Because when you get hit while you're sleeping, you take double damage. Essentially. So he might have survived that if he wasn't asleep. For the first level, you're fighting against RNG. Because no matter how well you planned out your starting group, and since half of the encounters are a high chance of death, it's really just a Russian roulette, essentially, with most of the chambers would have a bullet. Now hopefully we can finally get some traction here. If we can get a couple Fuming Vine fights, those are a lot of good XP right there. Jumps us really quick to level 2. Now, I would say that if you did play this on normal, it actually is rather reasonable to survive most of this, but we don't do that here on Deathwish Gamer. Alright. Here we go. Take 4 or 5. I don't even know at this point. Alright. So maybe these are Fuming Vines. Maybe they're Strangling Vines. We'll find out. At least he didn't kill himself this time. And vines, yeah, it's creeping vines. Vines are really easy to hit too, so there's that as well. Unfortunately, this might get us like 40 XP. Yeah. Make sure our magic is back. Alright, next fight. Even if I was to go to the towers, everything has strong monsters in it. So it's just suicidal to leave the first floor. Did I get everybody? Hold on. I'm not sure if I used loot or not. Oh, not how I like to see things start off. If we can get a good hit on these... Oh, they didn't get it. Okay. If you can get sleep to last 2 turns, that would be great. I'll put it on Kai because she has the weaker armor class. Ooh, that was a lot of damage and it still lived. I'm gonna have to use a potion on Hugo. I used up all my magic. Shit. Alright. So, one thing you'll want to know, swing and thrust do have different properties. So, for instance, swing has higher hit rates, but low armor penetration. Thrust has higher penetration, with low hit rates. Since it's sleeping, and we want to get past that armor, we're going to try thrusting attacks. There you go. 150 XP. Oh, come on, I still cancel that fight. Or that sleep. Shit. Shit. God damn it, game. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes, like, another sad thing is that while you're sleeping, sometimes it doesn't register that you canceled sleep. And I think it has to do with, like, when it ticks, like it ticks time. If you hit it at a certain point while it's ticking time, it doesn't register. I seem to notice that kind of thing is happening. Alright, take 5 or 6. We're probably at 6 at this point. I think 5. During the course of getting to level 2, you should expect to be attacked while you're sleeping 2 or 3 times. Hopefully, if you survive all those, it's really luck of the roll again. Because everybody takes double damage. If they don't wake up, they're kind of guaranteed to die. I think the only one that has decent armor would be the fighter, except for his feet. His feet and his head are very vulnerable to attacks. And always equip before you go to the chest, because you can and you will be attacked before you get to them. If you restart as many times as I had anyways. Alright. Now if you don't know, opening up these chests in a different order does give you different items. The first chest, the chest with the potions and the amulet of life, is always going to have that. But the sword, the chest with the sword, if you open it first, it gives you a scroll and a wand of missiles, like a magic missile wand. So it depends on what you're trying to do. Vines, so we should have a good chance here. Oh, I didn't rest long enough. Actually, I don't think I've rested at all. Maybe. Oh, okay, here's our fuming vines. Hopefully we can take control of this fight soon. Oh, they almost killed Pfeiffer. And he fizzled his damn spell. Hopefully Pfeiffer doesn't go slow this round. The only unfortunate thing about fighting these is that they spam sleep effect. So we're going to counter with our own sleep effect. Drake did not do enough damage to matter. I still missed the same one. Ooh, 6 damage. That was pretty good. Still alive, though. As long as I don't get Pfeiffer. Okay. I can't seem to get that second one. Oh, they got Pfeiffer. This is where we're kind of screwed. Until they wake someone up by hitting them. Okay, there we go. Alright, Hugo woke up. Viper woke up. Thought I had guard. Oh, there we go. So if you go parry and go and select guard, guard lets you retaliate against anybody who attacks you. So while Draith cannot hit anything, something with reach that attacks him, he can retaliate against using guard. Hoping to get some kills here. Once their numbers start dwindling, we can start making progress here. I'm gonna use a potion. Alright, so this is gonna be about 200 XP. Hold on. If we hit it. Surprisingly, Kai's still asleep. Okay, she's awake now. I don't know if sleep stacks, like the counter for sleep stacks, if they keep spamming it. I don't think it does. But anyways, we got the kill. 200 XP. We're a fifth of the way to level. For Hugo. Just need a little bit more. Okay. So yeah. That's why I say fuming vines, if you see them, kill them. Like, just go for it. Because they're pretty... Outside from the sleep effect, they're pretty easy kills. And the damage they do is kind of small. These are regular rats, so this is about 50 XP. But that would put us at 1/4 of the way. But anything can happen from here to now. Then. There we go. Especially if the mage kills himself again. Alright, all spell points back. Waiting. Another 2 rats. Ooh. Alright. Got a kill. Probably regular rats. Another 50 XP. Yeah. So we're at 300. Mana's ready. Oh, 350 actually. So we're about a third. A little over a third. I should do a Darkest Dungeon run. A no torch Darkest Dungeon run. I mean, the music is so good in that game. Oh, 7? This is about 50 XP. Good skill point ups, though. Ooh. Not if they hit the back row, though. Ooh, they're going for her. Can you get a sleep already? Took a really long time to get that off. Going for the back row a lot. Unfortunately, her sleep can only affect 4 opponents. And it's always going to be the first 4 opponents. So unless we start getting kills, there's always going to be at least 3 that's going to get their attacks. So we need to start killing some off. Ooh. There we go. Alright, totally manageable now. There we go. Oh, it's about 70 XP. Don't sleep too long. Alright. What we at? 418? So we're 2/5 of the way. Slowly but surely. 4 bats? Okay, that... plausible. They go fast, so... we might not be able to stop them before they get their attacks. Oh, nice. Alright, we did stop them. Can we monopolize on it, though? That's kind of weak. Alright, well, 1 kill. I'll take that. If we can get 1 kill per round, that's good for us. Nice. Winning initiative is always good. Oh yeah, we're done with this fight. 100 XP right here. Oh no, never mind. That was not close to 100. Alright, we are at what? 484? We're almost halfway to Hugo's level. Only as long as we keep up the momentum. Even if we are to get to... ooh, oh nice. Another 200 XP right here. Hopefully we shut them down before they get their sleep effect off. Alright, they're attacking. The back row a lot. Let's put them to sleep already. This is gonna put us... oh no, no, don't you... oh, you son of a bitch. He... why? Why, game? I swear to God. No matter how good you have it, the game always finds a way to screw you over. Damn. And we were... not even by the creatures. His own incompetence. Is DD good? I've never played. Oh, it's great. The atmosphere to that game is a 11 out of 10. The DLCs are great too. My favorite, like the music, and my favorite is the Color of Madness. The music in that one is so even better. I think this one's the Crimson Court right here. Which is okay. That Crimson Court has like a more of a Nosferatu vampire thing. I think that will be our next run. When things go to shit with this run, we'll jump onto Darkest Dungeon for a bit. because I have yet to play Darkest Dungeon 2, because I want to beat Darkest Dungeon 1 on the hardest difficulty. I've been really stubborn about just playing it and not playing it on the hardest difficulty, which is Total Darkness, Blood Moon. Okay, if these are rogue leaders, we're screwed. They are rogue leaders. Now, they didn't kill anybody. But I don't think we can win this. So we're going to try to sleep them while we make our getaway. And they killed him. Just perfect. Unfortunately, they look just like regular rogues. So just to give you an idea how long it takes just to get a group. The sad thing is, a group without deaths, last time it took us 3 hours. It's stupid how hard it is to get to level 2 without dying. Of course, this is a game that was made in the time where they didn't care about difficulty. This is the era of Ninja Gaiden and Battletoads. All those games that were just like impossible to beat. I like to say that Wizardry 6 on Expert is kind of like the Dark Souls of Wizardry. Of dungeon crawlers. Because it's just so easy to die in this game. Another note that we should take with us moving forward. What killed our last group was squids casting fireballs on us. Did not see that coming. So every time we see a new mob, we should always silence it. Because we don't know if it's capable of casting spells or not. And it's just better to be safe and learn about the opponent in a contained situation than it is by trying to preserve your resources. Alright. These could be huge bats. A little concerned there. Ooh, good hit there from Kai. I think these are regular bats. Based on that, they die in 5 hit points. Okay, good. What do we got here? Regular vines, probably creeping vines. Seven damage will kill most of the vines that you can encounter, so that can't tell us much about what we're fighting. Same with that. Creeping vines, that's fine. Just practice your skills. And hopefully the mage doesn't kill himself. I mean, the alternative for the mage to keep your mage from killing himself is Oh, come on. Is he casts no spells until he has enough hit points to survive one, which, you know, unlikely. Ooh. They're going hard on this. Alright, we survived that. I really don't like this fight. I'm gonna back out of it while we're still alive. Don't you? Okay, he only did 1 damage. They got a lot of damage in. I think we still got away though. But now we have to spend a considerable amount of time healing. He's 11 out of... we'll live with... She's just gonna have 10 hit points. 11... She has a lot of hit points, surprisingly. I didn't know she had 11. Alright, same Bushwhackers. Plausible, winnable fight. If you're not... If we don't get a kill in the first round, you probably should duck out. If you take control of the fight immediately, then maybe you can go for a second round. But we got a kill already, so we're going to stick to it. 2 kills. Yeah, we got this. Unless he gets a lucky hit on the back row and he kills someone. Which he didn't attack the back row, so good. There we go. Decent experience. That's like almost 200 right there. So if you can get the advantage on those guys, take it. But don't overstay your hand. They can easily kill a character. Now, 3 vines makes me suspicious that this is a strangling vines or fuming vines. But it could be creeping vines. Yeah, it's probably creeping vines. Unless they use white mist. Oh, well. Oh, there's fuming vines. Nice. Ah, damn it! We're fucked. And they immediately go for the back row. That's 1. That's 2. There's... We gotta survive 5 attacks. 3. Oh, God. Stop attacking Kai! Okay, they all used their attacks. We got away. Thank God. I thought someone was dead for sure. Getting caught sleeping is just such high risk. Alright. We're at 494. We're about halfway to our level. It's crazy. You know, I don't normally talk this much commentating on what I'm doing. But it's almost like watching a close game in a sports game, you know? I only get this way when I'm actually fighting bosses on this game. So it's like, this level 1 is like fighting a boss every fight. It's pretty much what it is. Ooh. Hate when I see attacks of the back row. Let's get some kills, guys. I don't want to use a healing potion for 1 hit point. Even though that was like 1/3 of his health. Alright, 60 points right there. I still need more. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, they missed their attacks. By the way, is the music level too high? Let me know. There we go. 100 XP right there. We're at 653. We are 2/3 of the way to Hugo's level. We might actually make some progress. And it only took us an hour this time. But don't count your eggs just yet, guys. Or your chickens. Whatever the saying goes. Good hit there. Ugh. FIFO, you let me down. Nice. Got him. And he fizzled the heal. That sucked. Okay, good. We're ready to go. Alright, another group of regular rats. You can encounter 4 large rats, or giant rats, so these are safe to kill. It's 100 XP though. Honestly, I'll take 10 4 groups of rats fights. I think those are manageable. Unless they catch you sleeping, of course. But we got this one. We're just gonna give a quick blink of sleep because I don't want to spend too much time sleeping and get caught. We're so close here. Creeping vines, not enough to level us, but we're getting really close. The only thing that can really screw it up is Draith, and he backfires his spell. Alright, got control of the fight. Didn't kill himself. It feels like a 1 in 20 chance that he'll kill himself. And since he casts 2 spells per turn, or per fight, it's always worth, you know. Oh, that wasn't much XP at all. Ah. Alright, got enough XP. 867. We need 133 for Hugo to level up. Fuming vines would be great right now. Alright, here comes another 100, assuming nothing goes wrong. 2 misses, 1 hit. Okay. Nice, alright. Only 1 woke up. Alright, 2 dead. 3 dead. We won. Ah, I try to cancel. All right. At least the front row is still alive. I mean, still active. I do not like how often they were hitting there. They're giant rats. Let's... Shit. I feel like I have to commit. Let's run. Until unless Pfeiffer was if Pfeiffer was available, I would try to take this fight. But I'm gonna be as defensive as possible. Hopefully we can get out of this fight. They're focusing. We got away. Okay, good. Man, who knows what would happen if I didn't dodge? They could have killed Hugo in that fight right there. That's the game trying to end my career already. Alright. We're 33 XP away from Hugo's level. This will level us up no matter what type of creature this is. Be great if it's a Fuming Vines. Oh, it is. Don't get... okay, good. Didn't get FIFO. That's 2 attacks. Got Kai. They got FIFA. They got Don. Okay, we gotta get some kills, guys. God, if they one-shot the back row, I'll be so pissed. That's... ooh. Fife only has 3 hit points. Alright, we got rid of 1. I didn't kill it? Oof. Come on, guys. We gotta get some kills. They're still gonna fume us next turn. That's 3. 2 attacks. Fizzled on the bless. There's the sleep. Come on, guys. I need some hits here. Let's get a heal in. They got Astrid. Hugo got hit. Don't... oh, okay. Whew. We got a kill. Thank God. Now their numbers are dwindling. They got Hugo. Damn it. Okay. Astrid woke up. FIFA's back up. Alright, we put them down. Good, nice. Okay. Level up. You only got a dex level. Dex point. Ooh, and Astrid level up too. Good. Alright, so our front row are much more likely to survive an attack, which means now we can fight the bushwhackers, more or less. I mean, they can still one-shot a back row member. But those type of attacks are kind of rare. Well, I'll say uncommon, not rare. Ooh, they're going for the back row. I hate to see it. Alright, the next one's the level. Bifa, Dawn, and Draith, they're all going to level up at the same time. No? Oh, I made her hide. Oh, they're creeping vines? No big deal. Alright. Don't you do it. Why are they always trying to kill Draith? It's like the game knows. Oh, another Fuming Vines. This will level up the mages. Or the spellcasters. And Draith has yet to kill himself. That's good. Alright, 200 XP. 6 hit points, nice. Alright, 12 hit points for Dawn. That's trash. He only got 2 hit points from his level. He can still kill himself with his own spell. Alright, now we're waiting for Kai to level. Here we go. Nice level up. Alright, now we're waiting for level 3. At this point, things are going to sail rather smoothly. Unless these are leaders. But I don't think even leaders can kill us in one swing. So we'll see. I don't think they're leaders. Wait, doublet, that's good for the fairy. I guess sleeping can still get us killed, honestly. Alright, we're ready to go. Waiting for... There we go. Regular bushwhackers. Ooh, if she wasn't leveled, she would have died. That's all the difference level 2 makes. Let's see, how close are we? Alright, another about 420 XP to level 3. Till we start seeing level 3. Now I'm debating if we should switch the Bard to Ranger when she hits level 3. So we can start seeing those hit point gains. But Sleep still has a good... Honestly, Sleep is still effective until you, around level 5. Creatures around that time starts being more resilient to it. So I guess we'll stick till 5. Alright. Doop-de-doo-doo. Anything now. Ooh, Fuming Vines, good XP. And they got Kai. And FIFA. That was kind of weak. That's pathetic, Hugo. And they got Astrid this time. What's with this 2 damage stuff? Now, you want to always be casting spells with your back row. So you can practice your oratory. Because as you saw, backfires suck, and the only way to prevent those is building up your oratory skill. Alright, not bad. Where are we at? Alright, we need another 200 XP. Huge bats? They're not as much of a threat to us right now. Fizzle that. Fizzle both. You're never going to stop casting spells until you're about to leave the castle. That's how much grinding of spells you're going to have to do to get competent spellcasters. Alright, we almost got it. I think one more fight and we should have Hugo level 3. And then we can start adventuring around the castle. This might, if these are creeping vines, it might not be enough XP though. We'll see. Now, Fifa's music skills should be good enough to start affecting more than just 4 creatures. Always be casting. When your hybrids start getting spells, you're going to have them always start the fight casting spells. Alright, Hugo got his level. Now it's Astrid's turn. Alright, good start for us. And her sleep lasted more than 1 turn. Just a little bit more. Alright, here we go. Any moment. There we go. Oh! Okay, he didn't hurt anybody with it. That was very fortunate. But we did get a backfire, so that was scary. Fortunately, his spell was so bad that they resisted everything. Alright, here we go. We should be getting close to Astrid's level. Yeah, these are creeping vines. Here we go. I'll give her Enchanted Blade. Alright. Now for the 3 spellcasters. Come on now. Ooh. A little worried. These are rogue leaders. That doesn't tell me much. Yeah, these are rogue leaders. If they resist, they're rogue leaders. Good XP if we kill them, though. We should be able to handle them, but we'll see. They keep attacking my back row. They're like little shits. Oh, we killed one, so there's the penalty for that. Oh god, Draith, you motherfucker! How did he manage to do this right? Oh no, he's staying dead. I don't give a shit. Like, that was so uncalled for. To fuck up this far in at such a low level spell that he's been casting for like 30 fights. No. I will not accept. I mean, I am accepting. He's just dead. I'm not dealing with his shit. Maybe he got better at spellcasting. I don't know. He's just gonna have to learn to get better. Dispel Undead. Alright, we got our first death. And the idiot killed himself. You saw it here. Of course, he did get shitty hit point growths. Once he hit levels 3, I'm switching him to Samurai immediately. He just has too bad of a hit point block. It's just no. In fact, I guess I'll switch all of them, the whole back row to their hybrid class. Man, that's so annoying. We're about to get to where we wanted to be, and then this asshole does that. He does it on purpose. He sits there at night wondering, how can I screw up this run? How can I screw up this run? And, oh, I know, I'll blow myself up. Works like a charm. The guy's devious. He does it all out of spite. Little did he know, I don't care if he dies. He brought this onto himself. Even Kai's leveling before him. That's sad. Samurai has the slowest, one of the slowest level progressions. Oh yeah, I guess if we are doing the switch already, let's get it done. She can be a samurai? I thought we were making her a... Hold on. I thought we were going to make her a ranger. She doesn't have the stats for a ranger? Shoot, I don't have the... Wizardry 6 classes. So ranger, you need 10 strength, 8 intelligence, 8 piety. She's 1 vitality too low. Alright, she's a samurai then. I wanted her to be a ranger, but... whatever. Alright. It'll be 1 samurai too many. Oh shoot. Was that too soon? I probably should have kept using... oh well. We can't use the loot anymore. I should probably give the Wakizashi to FIFA. I guess having them both have sleep wouldn't be bad. Alright. He's switching now too. No, because he lost his vitality point. How much vitality do you need for... You son of a bitch did this to me. Samurai. He needed 9 vitality. His death knocked him out of the range of having... to switching to samurai. He screwed me over on this. Damn it. And switching him now will be bad. Let's see if I... No, I can't do that. He has to be a samurai or else he's going to lose progression in the mage spells. So we just have to wait till he gets a vitality boost. This jackass ruined my plans. How's FIFA's skullduggery? We kind of want it to be higher. That's kind of low. Let's go to... the towers, the guard towers. Taking a lot of hits here. I should have rested. Getting dangerously low there, Kai. Why do they keep going for her? Shit. I need hits, guys. Damn. Keep her alive. There we go. Piles of old debris crowd the small tower room, most of it looking quite rotted. You found a moldy old breastplate of leather, and though worn, seems good enough to be effective. Alright, we can give the robes over to FIFA. Let's see here. Yeah, let's rest. Shit. Gotta get everybody healed up. Oh. Piles of old debris crowd this small tower room, most of it looking quite rotted. Let's see here. So I said I was going to give the wakizashi to Bifa here. Let's rest up. Oh, it has an A in it. That's not going to help us at all. Skullduggery's too low to be effective. Ooh. Ah. That son of a bitch. Damn it. Oh, they're all fuming vines. Holy shit. One damage. There's a lot of XP if we can get this pulled off. Nice. Hit. What's with this one damage, Straith? Alright, Straith's just gonna have to knock up the damage. Nice. Okay, we took over the fight. Wow, huge difference. Piles of old debris crowd this small tower room, most of it looking quite rotted. You find a bow and some arrows, which appear to be useful. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Give her identify. Nice level up for FIFA. Let's see here. What's her skill at? Scroll decorate, that is 18? She might be able to unlock some doors. Let's see. It's really luck of the draw here. Not very. There we go. She get a skill up from that? I don't think she did. I forgot to rest, apparently. A few remnants of broken chairs lie clumped in this once dainty parlor. Jam that. Come on. Fucker. You didn't get any skill ups from that, you bitch. Oh my god, she's not getting any skill ups. She's killing me here. Go. Not likely. It's jammed already. Man, she has only been able to unlock one door. Oh, two. My bad. Oh, I thought we rested. I guess not. Shit. I got one. There we go. Fibrous shreds of stained rot cling to the walls where colorful tapestry once proclaimed sovereignty in this official chamber. With grim mockery, the sweeter taste of a mighty throne, perched high above the room, has long turned sour, as it sits condemned to languish in its own final sentence. If there is any last judgment to be decreed upon this fallen chamber and tarnished throne, it must be gleaned from the decay that it lapsed upon its own dais, as itself festers and rots, bearing witness to emptiness, filth, and stench, silently weeping tears of its own despoiled substance. No skill ups, man. God. Come on. And she is not doing it. Although the small chamber seems as dilapidated as the others, peculiar obtrusions up through the floor show signs of a more recent invasion made by entities unknown. Examining the obtrusions, you detect a dried olive ooze around some of the uplifting floor stones. Fizzle. Handle that. A fallen desk and several chairs lie crumbled on the floor of this regal private chamber, no doubt a place of counsel and costly bargaining. Searching through the remains of the desk, you find an old torn parchment which reads, "Summon of the vicar and mistress to be paid 100 gold pieces for the sale of the daughter Rebecca." Other parts of the document are either missing or illegible, or whatever. Alright. Ooh, lots of creatures in this one. Nice. That was weak. All right. Let's get silence. All right, that worked out. Ah. Damn it, he didn't get his vitality. Alright. If he keeps leveling up without getting vitality, we might have to restart because I was banking him becoming a samurai already. And that death really threw everything off. Anyways, guys, we're going to call it here for now. I think we have a good start. Hopefully, we can get somewhere with this one. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe. Farewell.